Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Pizza Day. And a few minutes ago I was thinking, when I got this out of the microwave, I thought, uh-oh, this pizza's still in the freezer. Well, we'll get it out, don't worry. Now, about these. I was going to use one of these mini Q-tips to see if I could just touch the end of it with red paint. However, I got a comment, first of all from Jeff Donahue, and then there's another one, similar comment from somebody else. And the idea is, you could take a little bit of red paint and put it on a piece of anything. Well, not something you're going to throw out, right? And then take your gun, like let's say the red paint was on the end of my finger, and then just touch the end of the barrel on the red paint. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try both, actually. We'll put the macro lens on and see which one seems to work the best. The good part about dipping the barrel into the paint is that you don't need to worry about the paint running back down onto the barrel if you get it on too thick. It's only going to go as thick as the thickness of the little droplet of paint is on the paper. I got a feeling that idea might work the best, except that it will probably not, the paint will probably not get into the little, like let's say this is the barrel and there's the hole in the barrel here, and the paint won't get into the hole, I don't think. But would it matter? It might actually look better if it was dark, right? It would sort of look like it was hollow. Anyway, but a person's going to need the macro lens to see that. It's something that's a detail that is so small that I don't think you'd be able to notice that from arm's length, unless you had extremely good eyes and extremely short arms. Okay. We're a little later this morning. I've actually been up since 6 o'clock. But I didn't get here to the model table. I was doing other stuff. Okay, we're ready for you-know-who. 16 degrees Celsius. And they're predicting probably possible rain around 2 this afternoon. It doesn't look too promising out there, but I'm probably going to get out for a quick scoot, all being well. I had entertained the idea of maybe going out to Sage Creek McDonald's or Tim Hortons this morning, but it just wasn't warm enough, and I don't know. I didn't feel like going 80, 90 kilometers an hour for 15 minutes if it's cold, you know. I mean, this has to be fun, right? It's not like I have to go someplace. Okay, so needless to say, I did not go, but I'm hoping to get out today. Got out for a good ride yesterday, yeah. I accidentally ended up on going away when I was coming back from McDonald's. I accidentally went a route that I hadn't intended on taking. I wanted to turn off, and when I went to turn off, I look and here's a car right beside me, and I can't get over easily into the other lane, so I just kept going straight. And it didn't really bother me because I sort of knew where I was going, and sure enough, it turned out to be an interesting ride. And I think it was Graham was mentioning that I could have indicated I could have gone the other direction, turned left. You know what? I'm giving you a whole bunch of information you don't want to hear. Okay. Yeah, let's get ourselves recomposed here and try this out. I haven't mixed this up yet, so I guess I better do that. Yeah, I can get the lid off. You know, I've mentioned this before, but if you get these things in there and the lid just won't come off, There's two ways you can do it. You can take a couple of big pairs of pliers and hopefully you don't break it and do it like that. Or I use my heat gun, probably at about 240 degrees for just maybe 30 seconds, that's all. Generally what I'll do is I'll put this thing on the rotator so it automatically rotates it and heats the cap evenly all the way around. And then I wouldn't say it comes off easily, but it comes off fairly easy. So remember that tip, heat it somehow, or you could probably take it and put it upside down in boiling water too. That would probably work just as well, except then it would be wet. But okay, everybody knew that except me. Let's recompose here. Get our macro lens on, and get in nice and close. And I think we'll try the mini Q-tip first. Yeah. I haven't heard from Tennessee Jim lately. Hope he's all right. Okay, let's get going. Okay, now as near as I can tell, this is going to be the first time that I've used one of Tennessee Jim's mini Q-tips. And the reason I call them Tennessee Jim's Q-tips is because he's the one who mailed these to me. So let's just see how this is going to go here. Maybe I didn't have enough on. Yeah, I'm taking the other end of the Q-tip and I'm going to try and wick some of that off before it dries. There. I think once that dries, we'll be able to see the hole, which will give the illusion of. Let me check the monitor. Well, it kind of worked, didn't it? You know, I'm going to try the other system that Jeff and the other fellow suggested. Yeah, I'm going to try the dipping idea next. Hello, Missy. You tried to sneak in the back way, didn't you?
Yes.
And it didn't work. I saw you coming.
We were walking fast to stay warm.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Not bad, but cloudy and damp.
Yeah. They're saying good chance of rain around 2 o'clock, so I think I'll have to get out for my quick scoot this morning.
I can see rain south of us.
Really? I better get out right away then. Okay. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. I got my knees together. Come on.
Let's see. I guess we walked a mile.
Yeah, you were out for quite a while. Yeah, I saw you go. And one more. One more.
And the dog will just twirl and stay out of the way. And eventually, the cat runs. And then the dog chases the cat. So they're figuring out the rules of the game as they go.
Yeah.
But you can tell that the cat is calling the shots.
Well, they say cats are smart.
This one is.
Bye, Missy.
See you this afternoon.
See ya. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go for a ride. I better do it now. I better do it now. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. I think if I'm smart, I'll go check the radar and make sure there's not any rain just about on our doorstep and get out for my quick scoot, because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to this afternoon. So I'll be back here probably in about an hour. So that's the way she goes. Yeah. Life got in the way of the model table again. Okay, I am back from a pretty good ride. And the rain held off, and we're back to where we were. I think I can still remember what my train of thought was before I left. We didn't go into McDonald's or anything like that. We just, about the only thing that was interesting was I changed the battery. I was almost home. The battery, my camera started to beep, and I knew the battery was dying. So I stopped right in front of the house practically and changed the battery. Once again, I'm giving more information than we need here. I don't know why I do that. Okay, so the plan here is, I don't open this yet because I'm not quite ready. I want to put a little droplet of paint right there on that. And I think it was Jeff Donahue suggested masking tape, so Jeff, this is your idea. And I don't want this to be rocking around, so I'm just I'll put this right here. That'll help steady it. Yeah, that'll be good. Now, when I bring the end of the barrel down, it's gonna, if I do it by hand, there's a chance, especially being as I'm a little bit trembly after my motorcycle ride here, although not too bad. There's a chance that when I dip it into the dot, I slide it around, and it's going to smear the red up the side of the muzzle of the barrel. So this is what I had thought of doing. I want to be careful here now. If I put these pliers on here now, I'm trying to do this on camera. Sometimes I court disaster when I do stuff like that. Okay, now this could go like this. Now hold this tight so it doesn't drop. Don't release it now, Ron. Don't release it. And then we'll put our rubber band on here, like this. Okay, that should hold it. Now I should be able to adjust this so that when I rock this forward, okay, it will come pretty much straight down. So I can go straight down and straight up. See that? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, now let's get our little droplet of red paint going here. Well, I think first we better put the macro lens back on, and so that you can see what's happening. Yeah, and also I can see what's happening, because every once in a while, if I think of it, I look at the monitor and think, oh, that's terrible. Okay, now using one of Gabe's swabs here as a disposable paintbrush. Now I don't want to have this too thick. I'm probably going to have to refresh the paint every so often. Okay, now let's try not to bump anything out of focus. And we're going to want to come in. We want to go straight down and straight up. Okay, so here we go. You know what? It went part way up the barrel, didn't it? Yeah, you can see that it's gone part way. But maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe having it come up just a little bit is going to make it just a little bit more visible. But I can't see the hole. Maybe I've got too much paint. Or maybe I should go back to my original idea and just use Tennessee Jim's mini Q-tip. I'm going to think about this. Okay, what I did do here is I took the Q-tip and I dabbed the hole out so that you can sort of see where it is, because of that paint, I'm pretty sure what would have happened is it would have dried so thick you wouldn't have been able to see it. So I like the idea of both. I could use this system for applying the paint and use the Q-tip to dab out the extra. Yeah. Well, let's do another one here. So I must have bumped my camera, or maybe it slid. Okay, a couple of minutes has passed here, but I think this is still viscous enough that I can dip into it. Let me check here. What have I got? Not so good. Yeah, it's dried out too much. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to the mini Q-tip idea. Yeah. As I so often have said, it is what it is. It still hasn't rained yet, but it sure looks like it could any minute. Okay, this is the smallest boat. It goes on the cradle that we made. Yeah, I think this little one is the one we made about a few weeks ago. Or was it? No, I'm sorry. This is the one we made a few weeks ago. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It goes on the medium-sized boat. And then 3 of the larger boats are going to be going on these cradles. I guess I'll have to look at them closely and see which one is the worst, and we won't be using that one. Okay. Yeah, I wish I'd known that when I sent Patrick the Nigel's boats. I would have included, you know, one of these larger ones that I'm not going to be using. Yet on the other hand, maybe I will use it. I might stick it somewhere, but I don't know where without a cradle. And I'm not that anxious to be trying to make up a cradle. Anyway, we're going to be gluing these down tomorrow. I'm expecting to be getting a coffee visitor this afternoon, which will be about 2 o'clock. So it'll be like, an hour and 15 minutes, and I still got a bunch of editing to do and so on. So I'm going to wrap her up here for today, and then tomorrow we'll glue these onto the cradles, and then we'll be able to turn the page in the manual. Yeah, because that's the last thing, as far as I know. Unless I missed something. I don't think I did. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.